Oh, man, I want to kill Shadow's boyfriend right fucking now. If you haven't read in the community session, I just found out why Shadow hasn't been talking to us. So, Darth, if you're listening to this, here's a memo why I'm a little bit pissed. Her boyfriend was a fucking... Turns out he's been cheating on her, and, well, let's just say my daddy mode is beyond kicked in, and now I want to strangle the bastard with a fucking corkscrew by shoving that corkscrew down in his throat, and raping him at the same time while I'm shoving that corkscrew in his fucking throat right now. So, this what if might be more gruesome than anything I have ever done, because I'm beyond pissed. Like, I am playing Mortal Kombat while doing this what if. That's how pissed I am. And you guys know I am mostly a fucking lolly. I'm mostly jolly. Ollie and all that. You guys know I'm never really that angry. But yeah, I'm a little bit pissed. So today we're doing a what if that, and this one's, well, he's not a villain. I know I'm not gonna go as low as a villain what if. Not right now. I'm not that angry, but I am to the point where I don't even give a shit who the ship is. Like, I don't care if I'm doing a straight what if. I am. Settle down. Do not let your emotions kick you the bucket. Okay. Woosah, Dylan. Calm down. Don't break anything, because this computer is not fucking cheap. So just woosah. Okay, let me, okay. Today we are doing a what if, and this what if is, what if Deku was in, yeah, you're reading that right, actually. This is a redo of what if Deku was in, well, oh, actually, it's not this is a what if, bah! I'm too mad right now, but I need to calm down, and this what if needs to get over with! Okay, so today we are doing what if Deku was in Marvel. You guys have been requesting it, you guys have been asking for it, and you guys are lucky because I am doing it, but I'm doing it pissed. So, pardon if there's going to be a lot of gruesome and cussing involved. I'm not mad at you guys. Right now, what ifs actually calm me down, so that's why I'm doing this. It's while playing Mortal Kombat, so you can imagine I am going to be a little bit antsy. And Ansy's not even covering it. I am literally going to be making... Oh! Settle down, Dylan. Keep your anger for the bedroom. Now, in this one, Izuku is the reincarnation of a certain person. Before you clicked on the video and you saw the picture, then you know who the fuck that is. Izuku in this one is the reincarnation of Deathwing from StarCraft. I'm not even going to play an origin story because the name Deathwing says it fucking all. Oh, yes, there you are, Jason. Yes, I play Jason in Mortal Kombat because as I like his brutalities. Now, continuing on. Izuku, aka Izuku's mom, Inko Midoriya, was brutally killed by Hydra when they were invading the Avengers. So you can imagine the anger in his mind. And he also found out that his bitch! El Chaco is cheating on him. So, I'm making him an anti-villain in this one. One, because like I said, I'm not going to do a full villain. Not today. So pretty much he is dealing with a lot of moments. But right now, the Avengers want to say their apologies, but Izuku just screwed them off and walked away. So Izuku started living around the world and actually started doing crimes. What type of crimes? Well, he formed his own gang known as the Hell Riders. And in this one, Izuku can transform into the Deathwing. You know what? I'm a little bit calm. I'm calming down a little bit. So I'm going to pull up the Deathwing origin so people who don't play StarCraft can know. I know I said I wouldn't do it, but right now I need to, because right now I need to use the bathroom, actually. Deathwing Space Hulk? Fire gameplay hot. Death origins. So yeah, but like I said, okay, here we go. The true story of Deathwing. The story of Deathwing Warcraft lore. In fucking
pain, agony.
Enjoy.
My hatred burns through the cavernous deeps. The world heaves with my torment. Its wretched kingdoms quake beneath my rage. But at last, the whole of Azeroth will break, and all will burn beneath the shadow of my wings. Deathwing. Neltharion, also known as Deathwing, was originally the mighty Black Worm, chosen by the Titan Khazgroth to be one of the 5 dragon aspects, with domain over the earth and the deep places of the world. He was chosen as the caretaker of the continents of Azeroth, and he used his power to forge mountains and rivers for the benefit of mortal races. In peaceful times, Neltharion was renowned for his wisdom and power, and became known as Neltharion the Earth Warder, a great protector of the land. Malygos the Spellweaver, the aspect of magic, was his closest friend. Then came the madness that destroyed Neltharion's mind, changing him and his kind forever, leading to the creation of the powerful item known as the Dragon Soul, later the Demon Soul. The inner voices of the old gods convinced him that he could have power beyond his imagination if he served them. The voices made him paranoid of even his own black dragonfly. Neltharion began to yearn for a world dominated by his black dragonfly, a world in which all the other dragonflights ceased to exist and Ysera and Alexstrasza would be his petty slaves for mating. The old gods convinced Neltharion to create the Dragon Soul. With the help of goblins, Neltharion created a simple golden disc made of his own blood and forged in the goblins' cauldrons and anvils deep beneath the earth. Empowered by Neltharion's magic, the simple disc was magically shielded so that the other dragon aspects could not see within it. There was an evil within the disc, some taint of the old gods, though what exactly is not known. When the Burning Legion entered Azeroth during the War of the Ancients, Neltharion saw the opportunity to complete his Dragon Soul. Guided by the voices of the old gods, he first captured demons of the Burning Legion and added their power to the Dragon Soul. Neltharion then convinced Malygos to help him with the other dragon aspects. All of them agreed to give a portion of their power to the Dragon Soul, including all dragons of their dragonflights. Neltharion proposed that the Dragon Soul disc could be a weapon of great power to destroy the demons of the Burning Legion. Unknown to the rest, Neltharion was the only one who did not give his power to the Dragon Soul. Neltharion, the dragon aspects, and their dragonflights flew towards Zilajari, where the Night Elves held the demons at bay. The dragons awaited Neltharion's first attack. He grabbed the Dragon Soul and by channeling his destructive power through it, destroyed thousands of demons with one swing of radiant magic. The dragon aspects watched in horror as Neltharion also killed hundreds of Night Elves and other allies along with the demons. Neltharion revealed the depths of his betrayal at last. Now with the disc at his command, he wanted all races and demons to see his power and bow to him. Dragon aspects attacked Neltharion in an attempt to take the Dragon Soul from him and to reason with him in hopes of determining the cause of his betrayal. The next swing of the Dragon Soul paralyzed all dragonflights and the dragon aspects in midair, rendering them unable to move or speak. Neltharion then struck out at the dragon aspects and the dragonflights, destroying many and scattering them far across the land. Neltharion's betrayal struck a great blow to the aspects, and their fear of being destroyed like the blue dragonflight kept them in seclusion. In desperation, the aspects shielded themselves and hid, to become undetected even by each other. The growing corruption in Neltharion's heart warped his body, as the angelic dragon began taking a more demonic appearance. Similar to how Sargeras changed to a more demonic form after his corruption, Neltharion's body cracked open, revealing his molten heart, and magma of fire flowed from his chest. His eyes became aflame and red, demonstrating the magnitude of his power and the depths of his evil. Thus was Deathwing the Destroyer born, and the Dragon Soul was renamed The Demon Soul. Deathwing returned to his lair beneath the mountain. His proximity to the Demon Souls ripping his body apart, so the Goblin Smiths forged an armor of adamantium to serve as a vessel to contain Deathwing's raging power and to keep them in check. Only the adamantium plates kept the power from destroying his body. The old gods had manipulated Deathwing into creating the Demon Soul, but their true intention was that the demons would inform their lord Sargeras of the great power of the weapon used against them. Sargeras would no doubt want the Demon Soul to power the gateway and to let them into Azeroth. By using the Demon Soul to amplify the gateway, the three old gods hoped to escape their prison beneath the planet. However, Malfurion and Stormrage used the Emerald Dream to find Deathwing's lair and stole the Demon Soul from the Black Dragon, who tried to pursue the thief in vain. Illidan and Verithan captured Malfurion and took the Demon Soul back to Zinajari, to Manaroth the Destructor, the general of the Legion's armies. It was used to power up the portal that would allow Sargeras to enter Azeroth. Deathwing tried one last time to recover the disc when it was being used by both Sargeras and the Old Gods, and actually succeeded in reaching it. Deathwing was almost destroyed in the attempt, but after he got the Demon Soul, an enormous surge of power made him lose his grip on the disc and sent him spiraling far away from the portal. After the Burning Legion was defeated, the Dragon Aspects sealed the Demon Soul with their energy, so the Deathwing should never be able to manipulate the Demon Soul. The artifact was hidden in an undisclosed location by Malfurion at the request of the Dragon Aspect. No longer in possession of the artifact and now unable to use it, Deathwing vowed to destroy most life and to wreak havoc on the planet. With his powers over Earth, Neltharion caused volcanoes to rise, along with the destruction already caused by the Well of Eternity's implosion, sinking most of Kalimdor below the ocean. When he succumbed, Neltharion ceased to exist, taking up a new name and a bitter purpose. He became Deathwing, and his subjects were placed beneath the iron rule of a tyrant. Upon his irrevocable shift to evil, he turned against his destiny, and his mind unwound, causing suffering wherever he could. He himself chose Deathwing as his title, to better show his contempt and intentions for the lesser creatures around him. Certain legends surrounding Deathwing claim that as the Earth Lord, Deathwing shaped the land so the races would not go to war over land and resources. When he went mad, Deathwing lowered the mountains and allowed the races to intermingle. He ruined fertile lands and destroyed other terrain so that the races would be forced to fight for food. Deathwing's efforts gave birth to an occupation that has remained with all the races since then: war. 10,000 years later, during the Second War, Deathwing discovered the Demon Soul's location. Although he couldn't wield its power because of the enchantment placed upon it by the Dragon Aspects, he realized that he could manipulate someone else to do so. Eventually, he found the perfect pawns, the orcs of the Dragon Maw clan. Through visions, Deathwing led the chieftain of the clan, Zuluhead the Whacked, to find the Demon Soul. Zuluhead in turn gave the Demon Soul to the warlock Necros Skullcrusher. Necros had no clue as to the power he was wielding, but was able to tap into enough of its power to capture and enslave Alexstrasza and her consorts in order to breed dragons for the Horde. Krill, a goblin servant of Deathwing, was sent to infiltrate the Dragon Maw clan and to serve Necros Skullcrusher. Necros ended up being manipulated by Krill into doing Deathwing's bidding. The goblin served as an advisor to Necros, whispering ideas to the orc in order to further Deathwing's aims. After Ner'zhul reopened the portal to Azeroth, his forces were approached by Deathwing. He offered his own children for assistance in exchange for a safe passage to Draenor. They agreed, and Deathwing helped them prepare for several key battles to steal 2 artifacts from the Alliance in order for Ner'zhul's newly reformed Horde to create new portals to the other worlds. They then fled back to the Dark Portal to Draenor. Deathwing believed the world would be a relatively safe haven for his offspring, and secreted away a cache of black dragon eggs there. While at his great mountain lair, he was attacked by the forces of the Alliance expedition, who destroyed several of his eggs. Deathwing was temporarily defeated, but survived. Having escaped back to Azeroth, Deathwing ended up in a fight with some of the archmages of Dalaran and feigned defeat, falling into the sea where most of the council assumed at the time that he died. However, he wasn't dead, and he took a human guise, pretending to be a heroic noble named Lord Prestor, in an effort to be declared King of Alterac, where he could manipulate the Alliance from within. Soon after, Ner'zhul recklessly opened multiple portals on Draenor. The magical stress tore the planet apart. The energies released in this catastrophe altered Deathwing's eggs, resulting in the Nether Drakes, partially corporeal and partially ethereal. Dragons who possess the ability to shift between astral and physical planes. Without Deathwing's guidance, these otherworldly Nether Drakes are now just finding their own way among the blasted ruins of Outland. Deathwing, posing as Lord Prestor, managed to make himself popular with King Terenas and the kings of the Alliance nations, and for a while had a strong influence in the decisions of state. Using subtle magic, he was able to ensnare the minds of the human leaders and force them to grant him the title of King of Alterac. He also managed to trick King Terenas into giving him the hand of his daughter Kaelia Menethil. His ultimate goal was to obtain a high level of power and influence within the Alliance, so that he could destroy it from within. Deathwing began his campaign against the Alliance by pitting the kingdoms of Lordaeron, Stromgarde, Gilneas, and Kulturas against the Kirin Tor of Dalaran, who Deathwing considered threats to his new identity. The only one to ever fully uncover the truth about his identity was the Dragon Mage Crassus, the mortal form of Coriel Strath. However, The Kirintor were able to discern that he was a powerful being hiding in a human form and tried to devise a way to stop him. The orcs of the Dragonmaw clan at Grimbatal kept their hold over Alexstrasza, even though the bulk of the horde had already been defeated. Deathwing tried to frighten the Dragonmaw orcs into believing that the humans were attacking Grimbatal, so that they would move Alexstrasza and her eggs north to Dun Elgaz. This left her eggs vulnerable. Deathwing hoped to steal Alexstrasza's latest cache for himself to create a new dragonflight. Though bearing the crimson scales of the Dragon Queen, they would be raised by Deathwing and carry his hatred for the mortal races. Deathwing used his pawns to manipulate the mage Ronan, who had been sent to Grimbatal by Crassus, as a part of a plan to free Alexstrasza. He saved the young mage several times, and helped him reach Grimbatal, hoping that his appearance inside the mountain fortress would further convince Necros to flee from it. Though the orcs were convinced and began leaving Grimbatal, Deathwing's attack on the caravan, however, failed. Necros tried to use the demon soul on Deathwing, but he was unsuccessful due to the disc having no power of the Black Dragon. He then sent Tyranostras, old and sick, to stop Deathwing, but he failed and was killed. At the behest of Crassus, the three remaining free aspects, Malagos, Ysera, and Nosdormu, grudgingly decided to come out of their lairs and attack Deathwing. However, due to the power they had given to the Demon Soul, they were no match to the Black Leviathan. But Ronan was able to steal the Demon Soul from Necros, freeing Alexstrasza in the process. Furthermore, he discovered its weakness and destroyed it, releasing all the powers of the dragons who had given their power 10,000 years ago. Deathwing was sent retreating with 4 very angry, fully empowered dragon aspects on his heels, though he managed to elude them in the end. Lord Prestor vanished when Deathwing was forced to go into hiding, and Deathwing's influence over the nobles disappeared along with him. The heroes of Azeroth, the millions of players, followed Deathwing, and after making his final stand against the heroes and fellow dragon aspects who stood in his way, the final blow to the destroyer was delivered by Thrall, the power of the Dragon Soul. As Deathwing's distorted body submerges into the maelstrom, his reign of destruction was finally brought to an end. After his death, the world relished in relief as they survived the cataclysm brought on by Deathwing, and the great purpose of the aspects was finally fulfilled, their ancient power being expended as they looked to the mortals to foresee a new age. And that is the story of Lotharion, also known.
Okay, that's him. Yep, that's Deathwing. Yep. Huh. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Then with Deathwing. Now, well, Deathwing in this one, like I said, you already know why. He goes dead by the Marvel Universe. So pretty much he managed to manipulate... What the fuck? Uh-oh. So you can imagine how angry Deathwing is. Now Deathwing, Izuku didn't even remember he was Deathwing until the death of his mother, which he had respect for. So Deathwing is brought back from the dead, and he managed to actually become a member of Latveria, and gain Dr. Doom's trust for a brief time until he stabbed Dr. Doom in the back and killed him. Yeah. So yeah, Dr. Doom is dead in this one. And pretty much Izuku has pretty much became the tyrant to Latveria. Everyone feared him, even the guards. So you can imagine the looks on their faces when they find out who their king became. Now, pretty much, it became a fucking madhouse. And he managed to summon demons from Dormammu's realm. Now, Dormammu immediately submitted to Deathwing because he knows who Deathwing is. He knows what he can do, and he knows how to kill. He knows it, so he's not stupid. So he mostly fought him out of pure fear. So now Dormammu serves him. Stop. Anyway, Izuku Midoriya became the tyrant of Latveria. That doesn't mean his rule was not known. So the Avengers were hoping, or at least the Fantastic Four, were hoping to gain peace But he didn't want peace. He wanted them to suffer. He wanted to show that the pathetic human race does not deserve to live anymore. They deserved to be enslaved and punished for their stupidity and disgracefulness. Yes. Now Hulk knew when a demon when he saw one. But he wasn't expecting from this guy. Now, Izuku ruled the place with a tyrant fist and showed nothing but cruelty and enslavement to all criminals, civilians, you name it. He enslaved them. But that doesn't mean he didn't show kindness to his loyal servants. Those who were loyal became soldiers, and he was always forcing them to become soldiers. It didn't help that the fact that he declared war on everything, but he also managed to capture Dracula and enslave him along with Atuma's people. Now Atuma fought back with a brave heart, but he was destroyed in the end by Deathwing. And the creatures of the Marvel Universe pretty much now bow to Deathwing. Shield is actually now at war with Deathwing. And it is a fucking massacre. Now, Izuku looks a lot like me, an overlord. Or just not quite. So you can imagine the look he has. So he looks pretty evil. Well, and he has the goblins at his disposal. The vampires serve him well as well. So pretty much you can imagine the sheer brutality of the innocent humans that are now enslaved by Izuku's iron foot. So when Izuku got back with Izuku, who is now wielding an iron boot, so you can imagine the look. Now, when Izuku got back from his Roman domain, actually no, he looks like the fucking knight from Dark Souls. That's what he looks like. That's better. So you can imagine the sheer anger he looks. So when Deathwing, aka Izuku, who fought back, this is when we get to Izuku now. So now Izuku is just sitting. Alright. You ready? My lord, what? The Avengers have came. Of course they did. What excuse do you have for us this time? You pathetic excuse of men. He looks at them with disgust. And he sees the Avengers. Wow, aren't we charming? This one, Izuku shoots a giant fireball at Iron Man. I asked you a question. Now answer or die like the pathetic dogs that you are. Look, we just came here to talk. You're here to talk, then start talking. Get you ugly swine. This one, Hulk's thinking, damn, this guy's a jerk. Then this one, Cap tries to make some poor excuse to make a peace between the humans and all that, and freeing his people. But this is when Izuku, who just walks up to Cap, grabs him by the neck, and just crushes it. I am not here for peace. I am here to bring war. This one, Hulk says, okay, this guy is not having peace. Time to smash! And this is when they start attacking him, literally. Like, they attack him in every way they could. But, unfortunately, you fucking cunt. Now, with Izuku, who is now just fighting, I think this is when the others try to attempt to take them out. Thor even tries. But Thor ends up dying in the process brutally and painfully. Like, legit. He actually died by being crushed by Deathwing's claws. That's piercing his body like a freaking sap of cheese. I know I was going to say this was going to be an anti-villain, but it doesn't mean he won't be a villain-like person. So yeah, you can imagine the look.
My supporters.
So when Izuku literally got done with that, this one he just walks off. But this one he just goes back to his castle. So and sits down. Well, this has been an interesting day. And this one he says, Sir, the slaves are here. Oh, bring him in. And this one he just sees him. And you must be the new slave.
You're...
Sorry about that. And you are... He cannot speak, sir. He lost his ways. I see. Well, you know what to do, slave. Get to cleaning. And that's what the slave does. As he starts cleaning. Now, pretty much, Izuku just sits down, minding his own business. And mind you, they actually tried to fight back, but they just failed fucking horribly. Like, I kid you not. What? Minion. Yes, sir? Who was that? Oh. The new slave? Slave? Yes, the new slave. What's his name? If I remember correctly, they call him Nova? Nova. The name. It's pathetic. Just like his kind. Nova doesn't say a damn word because he doesn't want to get killed. He was working for someone named Power Man. He was working for S.H.I.E.L.D. He was trying to get in. Of course. We have the rest of his friends, but... they're, well, down. Any other... There's... Well, anywho... How are the other slaves doing? The Spider, or one, Spider-Man, he's called, is also known as Peter Parker. Peter Parker. The human that has everything and wastes the opportunity to avenge his uncle. How pathetic their kind is. You know where to go to, Thanos. Be gone. Yes, my lord. That's right, Thanos is now Deathwing's bitch. Which means Izuku has the Iron Gauntlet. I mean, he has the fucking Iron Fist thing with the gemstones. But he was smart. He actually destroyed the gemstones because he wants Earth for himself. Oh, but he keeps one gem. The Gem of Rage. And he ate that damn thing, which keeping his armor in check. Nova, who is pretty much a slave, he mostly wears ragged clothes. That's something that a hobo would wear in the medieval times, rags and all that, and wears a collar. Now this collar actually activates an internal shock that will send to the nervous system that will cause great pain. Now, mind you, there is no other heroes, so they're not trying to do anything. They're actually, well, they're stupid. They don't know what to do. This is when none of them comes in. This is when pretty much Izuku, who is just now declaring his weapons of war. Master, what would you wish to do with this Captain America? Revive him and experiment his body to see what we can obtain with his blood. Of course. This is when pretty much as they go back. Now, this is Zuko. Who is now just minding his own concern. Now that we have that problem taken care of, he pretty much with the Avengers. Where's Cap? We just lost Cap. And Thor. Looks like we're the only ones left, huh? Yup. Uh-huh. We're gonna have to team him up. How? He managed to defeat Thanos. I know, Hulk. Maybe we can go back in time and go to baby Deathwing and Hawk starts pretend choking him. That's just cruel. It's Deathwing! How do we know that will work? Work though. Because it won't. This is when they turn around to see Doctor Strange. Deathwing is not from this world, and he can transfer to any body of any soul. Oh, wonderful. So that means if we kill his body and not his soul, we're screwed. And unfortunately, he took my eye Akimato, so I can't use my magic that well. He took the Soul Stone and destroyed it. Why would he destroy the Infinity Stones? Because he knows that we'll use them against him. He knows that we'll do everything in our power to stop him, no matter the cost. Well, I wouldn't go with... They all look at Tony. Okay, you're right, no matter the cost. And that's not all. This death, there's a reason behind it. And it's a very strict one. Okay, what's the reason? Because you guys got in a fire with Hydra. You mean the same Hydra that now worships Deathwing like a god? Yes, that's the one. Great. What about him? I don't know. You guys got into the fire, and his mom was in the middle of it. So wait, he's causing all that pain and all that suffering because of his mom's death that you caused. You did not see her. Yeah, but we didn't mean to make her die. It was... Look, we all have those moments, but to the point of killing someone. And doing all that? Even Thanos is not that cruel. But he is. Why, though? What would he gain killing us? Not killing. He doesn't want to destroy the world. He wants to enslave the world. Enslave the world? So we're not the only targets. No. We are not. He declared war on everyone. No matter who they are. Oh. Just fucking typical. How can we defeat him? I don't know. That's not funny, Strange. I am not joking. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me you have no fucking idea how we can defeat this guy? Even if I did know, what can we gain? We're outnumbered. We wouldn't even be able to take him on. Not without dying. He legit has everyone in his pocket. What can we gain attacking him? Besides a knuckle and a lot of bodies. This one, Hulk says he's right. What can we do? Hulk, big guy, come on, don't be like that. We can beat him. How? He managed to kill Cap. I'm not trying to say. I'm gonna say it. There's no way we can beat him. Not without heavy casualties. Do you got a plan? Does anyone have a plan? Do we look like we have a plan, Stark? You're the genius. You come up with something. I don't know. Oh, you think I haven't? I've been thinking all day. Hulk says, look, the death of Cap is hitting everyone. But fighting ourselves is not going to change it. Now, is it? That's when he says, yeah, you're right. If we just start fighting each other over the death of Cap, we'll be going nowhere. Where? We'll just be punching each other. Exactly. So we must think. with Izuku, who is now just enjoying the whip, enjoying torturing Jing, one of the poor Fantastic Fours. And in case you're wondering who he's torturing the Human Torch. By forcing him to watch his sister being raped by demons. Brutally. And also, she's immortal, so she is not just being tortured, but being fucked, but also being tortured through blades, chains, and God knows what else. Like I said, I'm pissed, so I'm letting out my full evil right now. So the torturing gets brutal. Guts are starting to strangle her while they're continuously fucking her. And YouTube, I swear to God, if you demonetize this, I'll come to your house and fuck your wife. I kid you not. I am not in the mood. And I don't care if I get a fucking strike. It's fucking worth it. But to deal with your annoying faggot asses. So now we get to Izuku. We pretty much hear, my lord. Yes, we managed to break another one of the teams that Spider-Man had. Who? White Tiger. Here's her amulet. But this one we hear, my lord, Dormammu, what do you bring me? Gifts. He brings more slaves. And who is this one? He lifts one of the chins up. He goes by the name... a name that is unknown. Meaning, he is Wakandan. And Wakanda is now ours for the taking. Excellent. All the adamantium they have will be useful in our conquest. And the Wakandans, they have submitted due to their new leader. They now worship you, my lord. Good. Now, this is when pretty much, as he says, I have a war task for you, Thanos. Do not disappoint me. Of course, my lord. You will take Thor's hammer. You will send yourself to Asgard. But how? I cannot wield the hammer. No need. And this is when Izuku's wielding the hammer. I corrupted it. It will immediately send you to Asgard with your men. Do not disappoint me. Of course, my lord. I would never. Then why are you here? This is when Thanos get going. When they get to a reason, it's an amount. This is when they pretty much hear, Heimdall, portal. And the portal opens up, revealing red lightning. Now, when Izuku gets down from the sickness and kills more of these pathetic excuse warriors, they call themselves, Izuku showed up. But this is when Thanos shows up and attacks Asgard. Heimdall, you already know who that is, tries his absolute best to stop him, but he dies in the process of fighting him. Thanos and his men attack Asgard. And unfortunately, Odin was in the Odin sleep. Asgardians fought, but this is when Izuku comes through and just roars. Which the darkness and the evilness even woke up Odin, and forcing him to wake up from his slumber. My lord, I did not know you were coming. Odin's eyes will be useful for me. And I do enjoy eating Asgardians. They are a delicacy. Their children will be making fine pork. This is when Izuku pretty much... This is when he hears, Deathwing! Izuku smiles. Odin. How are you alive? If I've seen your death. You should have made sure I was dead, Odin. You can't kill a god. You are not a god, dragon. You're a madman. Look who's talking, killing your own blood. You're no better than me. Didn't you let your mother, didn't you let your father do all this damage? It is your fault to begin with. You created humanity even though you knew your father forbidden it. You are a coward, and you will die a coward, just like your son did. This one Odin charges in like a madman attacking, and Buddy Izuku has the upper hand in magic. So there's no really an excuse. So when Izuku actually started wielding his mace, which I'm going to say that's Izuku's weapon, and he starts destroying and Odin fighting. Thanos' men attack along with Dormammu's men, and they invade Asgard. The men and the women try their best, but they are outmatched and outnumbered. This one, Izuku just smiles evilly. Now, when Izuku got done smiling like a maniac and started down, Odin has been destroyed. Any last words, Odin? I get to see my son. Oh no, Odin. He grabs Odin by the neck. You're not going to the afterlife. You are too valuable for that. I will torture you until I get what I want. You'll never get my sight. Oh, I doubt that. And this is when Izuku who attacks. Once he was destroyed, he destroyed pretty much them. Asgard has fallen, and Izuku has now conquered it. Those who resisted pretty much died a brutal death. Yes. And this is when he's even forcing the Valkyries to become slaves and incubuses to his cause, to reproducing. The Pegasus became corrupted and evil into flying kelpies, which Izuku could not be more happy to have. After that incident, this is when we get to Doctor Strange. This is when he says, "Damn it. Valhalla has fallen to the Deathwing." What? Oh, shit. How? Valhalla? How? That place is literally like a giant fortress. How could it fall? Well, it's not invincible. Oh, and Odin was woken up. He was during the Odin sleep. So he had no time to fight back. Great. Now, this is when pretty much Izuku looks at Strange when he has his eyes. I see you. I can no longer use it. What? Alright. This is when Izuku pretty much, well, you know, fact. This is when Izuku, who goes back to Latveria. With pretty much the shield of Tricare right literally in his front lawn. That has been destroyed. He goes to his fortress and says, "Dracula, was this your doing?" No. "Oh, my lord, unfortunately it was not." "Neither was mine, my lord." Then whose?" "It's mine." And this one he sees Modok. Ah, the smart one. What brings a special creature like you to me? "A proposition. I know I can't defeat you, and I know I can't win this fight. So, oh my lord, I will now serve you, if you request it." "Very well. Then request ahead, my servant." "Of course, my lord." This is when he just smiles. Just the thought of destroying this place makes a smile on my face. "My lord, we have yet another one. The Human Torch has been broken." "Good. And the other?" "Known as Peter Parker. He has also been broken." He smiles. "Good. Get them to cleaning the lair." "Right, my lord." This one he starts walking up, and this one he hears, "Ow! Damn it!" "Slave." "Sorry, my lord. I didn't mean to be yell." "What happened?" This one he sees a broken vase and a cut on Nova's hand. "I'll clean it up." "Hold up." This one Izuku uses healing magic. "You're useless with a bleeding hand." "Of course, my lord. I'll try my best not to be useless again." "Get to cleaning, of course." Of course. And this is when pretty much he gets cleaning and sees the new slave, Peter Parker and Johnny Blaze. I think that's his name? "Get to cleaning, slaves." "Yes, my lord." This when they both start cleaning. And Izuku walking out and just seeing like various people in shackles. "I wonder who will try to face me this time." With the rest of the remaining heroes around the world, Earled, they all assemble at the Avengers Tower. What can we do? This guy is pretty much just beating our asses up. Shield is down. AIM just joined his side. We gotta find a way to have a further assault. And by the way, they're just arguing. And it doesn't help the fact that their Wakanda is now under his control. Maybe the people can fight back. How? Oh, demons are literally swarmed at that place. There's no way. Let's not forget the dead are also there. You forget, the guy knows necromancy. He's bringing back the Wakandan dead. And we don't even stand a chance against the guy. What about the Guardians? What can they do? Oh. Like, seriously, what the hell can they do? I see. You got an idea? One. Sounds stupid. Anything can work right now. We had a request. A team up with some of the villains. Are you out of your mind? You got a better idea? We need all the help we can get, both hero and villain sides. We need an army. And unfortunately, half the place is already under his control. Not all. The villains are willing to help. How can we trust them? How can we trust anyone right now? Anyone here could be a spy for that guy. True. When they start talking about fighting again. This is when pretty much with Izuku. That Nova. He looks strongly familiar. This one he has a flashback of him when Inko was alive. But one woman I respect. Dead. By heroes. This is when pretty much he gets up. This one here is, my lord? Huh? What do you want, slave? Here. Mm-hmm. You gave it to me when I was a child. Oh, I remember you now. You were that child who actually had I respect. Keep it. What? But it belonged to you. True. But it was the last spark of hope for the old me. Yeah, old me, old you. A sad look on Nova's face. I'll go back to chores, sir. This is when he starts sweeping. Then Izuku starts walking to his room. Perhaps. Hope is not truly lost. And he starts walking, going to bed. Until he hears the alarm going off. Oh, what? He turns on the TV to see heroes and villains attacking his base. Really? He just gives the look like, boy. Seriously? I'm trying to take a nap. Humans! And this is when pretty much they start attacking, but unfortunately they can barely go through the defenses because of MODOK's technology, Dracula's men, and Atuma's water. Izuku starts walking out in his dragon form, and starts fighting. But this is when they just hear a slam on Izuku. And this one they see one of the creatures. Another dragon. How clever of you, Doctor Strange. I try my best. So, you thought you could win against me fighting fire with fire, huh? Dragon against dragon. Well, we gotta come up with an idea to kill you. Otherwise, this is just gonna be a long-ass day. Hey, and this is the best thing I could come up with. Well, you weren't wrong. Honk. It is the only thing that your pathetic excuse of a life can come in with, isn't it? And pretty much Strange and Izuku starts fighting. Brutally and fearfully, showing nor remorse nor no mercy to the enemy. Unfortunately, Strange could have had the advantage, but Izuku has fought stronger people than him. So unfortunately, the winning was futile, and Izuku won. So yeah, she's dead. Doctor Strange is now dead. And he starts walking towards the other Avengers, and they just start brutalizing. This one, the heroes and the villains, just retreated. Humans, thinking they can win by pure force. You think they would come up with a plan. Sir, my lord, with all due respect, we did kill the brains of them. And the ones that give hope. I doubt they'll ever come back to what they are. I'm heading to bed. Of course, my lord. When Izuku gets back to bed, he sees Peter and Nova just cleaning it up. What are you two doing in here? Oh, we were fixing the bed. Fixing the bed. Yes, my lord. We apologize. We will leave now. Not you, Nova. You stay. Peter, leave. At once. Of course, my lord. When he leaves, you wanted something, sir? I always did wanted to do this. What do you mean, sir? And this one Izuku just kisses Nova. You too taste good. My lord, what was... I was in the mood. Food, and I need eat it. You're no longer a maid. You're my fuck toy. Yes, sir. After an hour of fucking him. Fantastic. That was. When he wakes up after a long nap, this is when he hears a knock. You may enter. This is when he sees Nova, giving him some food. Huh. I did not know you could cook. It's not my best, but this is when Izuku takes a bite. He's thinking, it's terrible, I bet. Wow, this is actually pretty good. A lot better than the servant's premature cooking. Okay? Oh. Wait, you like it? Nova, you always were a good cook at the age. So I knew you were gonna cook. Master, you can call me Izuku if you wish. You are my sex toy after all. Okay, Izuku. Is there a chance with peace? I suppose I have pretty much conquered literally half the whole world except America. They're outnumbered, outmatched, and outgunned. So even if they could fight back, it would just end with the disaster. Are you saying, I have enough slaves, I have enough everything, and they know that I can easily destroy the world? If you wish me to spare America, very well. Besides, I have Wakanda and Asgard. So there's no point in really conquering the rest of the world. Oh, thanks. He smiles. You're now my future husband now. What? Don't think I don't know of you having a crush on me. He blushes. I didn't think you would. This one he just kisses him again. Like I said, I knew from the start you had a crush on me. That's half the reason why I'm stopping conquering worlds. You will want a peaceful life. Of course. Thank you. No problem. And after that, Izuku, the Avengers, asked to do the impossible and bring peace. But Izuku was allowed to keep his slaves, his army, etc., etc. Thanos didn't really have anything to say because, well, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't do shit. Dormammu was actually okay with it because, like I said, it's Izuku's orders. And they were not dumb enough to try to piss off the one person who could destroy the world. Besides, Izuku's technically what? A god? So yeah, you can imagine that. And this is when Izuku married Nova, and Nova became mostly his pleasure husband than anything. Izuku gained more husbands, but Nova was his specialist. He knew how to make him happy. Is the word I would best describe it. And that's about it. This has been the one shot of what if Deku was, well, that. As for me, you're all probably thinking right now, are you now calmed down, Dylan? Yeah, I'm a little bit more calmer, so like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been Dunkle Dylan here, God of Chaos, and I'll see you in the next vid.